Practice number 2 says, if I add water to 100, oops, don't want that color. Okay, don't want that color. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, 100 milliliters of a 0.15 molar NaOH solution until the final volume is 150 milliliters. Okay, and it says, what is the molarity of the diluted solution B? Okay, let's see. Okay, so here, let me change the color to black. Okay, it's good. All right, so here I have, okay, I'm gonna drop here. I have this beaker right here with, let's see, 100 milliliter of NaOH solution. Okay, so that right there is my first volume. The molarity concentration is 0.15 molar. Now, they're asking me how much water should I add to make that same solution, okay? All right. Or not how much water, but cross that out. Okay, so it's not asking how much water. We know the volume. The final volume is 150 milliliters. They want us to find the molarity of the solution, so M2, right? Now, again, formula is M1V1 equals to M2V2. You need to figure out M2. You get rid of its friend V2 right here. Cancel out. M2 equals to M1V1 over V2. Okay, and that gives me M1 is 0.15 molar times V1 is 100 milliliter. Divide the whole thing by 150 milliliter. Okay, milliliter cancels out. You end up with, okay, again, you multiply the top numbers and divide by the bottom number. You should end up with 0.10 molarity solution, and that is your answer right there. Okay, as you practice, dilutions are going to be easier, but like I did up there where I highlighted and circled, okay, just how we do regular problems, you guys need to do the same way. All right, okay, last problem. Let's look at the last problem. Last problem says, last problem I have here says, how much water would I need to add to a 500 milliliter of 2.4 molar KCl solution to make a 1 molar solution? Okay, so here I have, there's my little tiny beaker, 500 milliliter. That's my volume number 1, okay, which has concentration of 2.4 molar. Now in this case, this is where you need to figure out how much water I should add so that the concentration of the final solution, M2, will be 1.0 molarity, okay? Plus we don't know V2, okay? Now to calculate, to get to the final answer here, I need to first figure out what my V2 will look like, okay? So here, M1V1 equals to M2V2. Earlier we had to find M2. Now here it's asking us to find V2. Okay, that means I need to get rid of M2. Divide both sides by M2. Okay, cross these out. V2 will equal to M1V1 over M2. Okay, so M1 is 2.4 molarity times V1 is 500 milliliters. Divide the whole thing by 1.0 molarity. Okay, now let's look at this. Things that can cancel out. Units. Molarity cancels out, right? Anything divided by 1 is anything. So here the only thing you have to do is multiply these two. When you multiply those two, you end up with, let me see, I think it's 1200 milliliters. So this right here is going to be my final volume. Okay, now to figure out how much water I added, right? If I do final volume minus initial volume, 1200 minus 500 milliliters, I end up with 700 milliliters. Okay, so I added this much or 700 milliliters of water to 500 milliliters of 2.4 molar solution to bring its concentration down to 1 molar solution. Okay, that was the end of guided practice number 3. If you have any questions, comment, or send me a message. Okay, and that is it. Thank you guys.